we are going to kind of go through some of our favorite holiday films and talk about what our favorite ones and see if we can come up with a ranking. Now, these are videos that are films that we watch every Christmas almost without fail. What should we start with?
I don't know.
So I got them all pulled up on IMDb. Let's talk about the most obvious one, A Christmas Story. Who doesn't love A Christmas Story?
Who indeed?
Communists.
No, they're the ones that... Oh, wait, no. I was thinking Nazis. Never mind.
They don't like it either. What do you have to say about The Christmas Story? I mean, it's all American fodder. I mean, that's
and the mutter, too.
Christmas Story is what we all wish our Christmases were like every year. Like, when I imagine my Christmas, it's A Christmas Story.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm the redheaded bully. Beating on the little kids. And you love the soundtrack. What is it? Peter and the Wolf? There's Peter and the Wolf in the film.
Oh, the wolf.
Yeah, and it's such a boy film because he wants a Red Ryder BB gun. And what boy who was born in the 70s like me, I was born in 79, didn't play with BB guns?
I know that you shot someone in the butt.
I did.
Am I allowed to say that on YouTube?
I don't think so. I think the cops are going to come after me. I was like, I don't know, 8. That's what we did in the 80s when you were bored.
Does it make it better that the only time you shot a man is when you were 8?
All right, Four Christmases. This is a new one. It's got Reese Witherspoon.
This is new? See,
this
is sad. It's from 2008. And that's how I feel too. I feel
it's
like
not a new one.
Any movie in the last 20 years, I think, is like a new cinema.
Yeah.
And then I try to watch it with a friend who's like in her 20s. And she's like, oh yeah, this is an old movie. I think I saw it in grade school. I'm like, what? No, this is new. Okay, so yeah. This is an old movie.
So how long ago was Christmas Story made? That was in 1984.
Okay.
So that's 16 years.
30 years.
Oh, 36 years?
30, oh, yeah, 36 years.
Oh my gosh, we are so old. We're ancient. Do we still look young? I think we still look young.
Why'd you look at the camera when you said that? Seeking validation?
Yes. Hopefully people are in the comments section typing right now. You look like you're 25 years old.
You don't look a day.
Okay, I love this movie. I think I identify with the couple.
Four Christmases.
Four Christmases. They have the same couple personality as us.
Well, I think they're super cute together.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought it was super cute when the girl is really small and the guy is really big. And I think they're like so cute in this movie. And then I saw in the Googles that they hated each other when they were filming this.
That makes you so sad.
I wish I hadn't even seen that.
Yeah. So I'm 6 foot. She's 5'2". I don't think that's...
I think they're more like... I think he's probably like 6'4" and she's like 5'2" probably.
Yeah. But still... I work out, so.
Oh, you're definitely a big guy.
Okay, what's the plot? The plot for Christmases for people who haven't seen it. They're a couple. They're not married. Every Christmas, they lie to their family and tell them that they're going on doing charity missions. But instead, they just go away and go on vacation, so they don't have to see their families on Christmas. And one Christmas, they get busted, and they have to see all 4 of their families. So both parents are divorced, and so they have to go to 4 Christmases. And hilarity ensues.
Yes.
Okay. We love this movie, and we kind of agree with them. I don't like when families from children are divorced and they're adults, but they're expected to go to all these Christmases. I feel like once you're an adult, your parents just need to let go and let you have your own Christmas at home.
I thought you were going to say let go and let God.
let go and let God. I don't like that expectation that you still, as an adult, have to go to all these Christmases. When we were kids,
my family does not have that expectation.
That's true. That's great. So yeah, I identify with this one because I don't want to go to family members' Christmases ever. My niece, I think she had like 8 Christmases because both parents, all the grandparents, I think she even had parents that were married, divorced, remarried, and then they had to go to all the divorced and the remarried parents. So she had like 6 Christmases that she was expected to go to every year.
I guess she can make the sequel.
6 Christmases. Okay, what's this one? I don't see. Oh, Home Alone. Home Alone. No, this isn't Home Alone. This is The Holiday. Another new one made in 2006.
This is special.
It is, because it was one of our first date movies, wasn't it?
We saw this on our honeymoon.
On our honeymoon,
Which
that's
was
right.
one of our first dates.
Yes. Good point. We got married very fast.
We saw this in the theater on our honeymoon.
Which our honeymoon was at home. We got snowed in. It was in Colorado, apparently in 2006. And there was
apparently
2 huge snowstorms. One dropped like 3 feet, and then like a couple days later, like dropped another 4 feet. It was like the day after we got married.
The snow gets deeper every year.
Yeah. And so we were snowed in. The only thing that was open was Walmart and apparently the movie theater. So. Okay, who's in this one? Jack Black in a dramatic role as a film composer, which back then I was studying music to be a film composer, so I already liked it. And then Cameron Diaz, who's kind of like the mean Hollywood girl who can't cry, so she identified with that character.
Now, if anyone's seen my channel, they know I can cry.
Hey, I cry on my channel too.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do.
We're criers.
Well, that's like Jude Law.
Yeah, Jude Law cries in
He's
it.
a crier.
Yeah, so Jude Law, Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, and Jack Black.
Blocking my heat.
And who? Sorry. Feeling a little toasty on my back here. So let's see. Jude Law and Cameron Diaz end up together. Jack Black and Kate Winslet end up together. So Kate Winslet's from England.
Jack? I just realized that. Oh.
What?
Jack, there's a boat.
There's a boat. She has bad luck with Jacks. But hopefully this one doesn't die at the end. No spoilers here. Okay, Cameron Diaz lives in LA. Kate Winslet lives in England, and they do a house swap to get away from guys. And they end up, Cameron Diaz falls in love with a guy in England, and Kate Winslet falls in love with a guy in LA. So it's very cute. It's one of those ensemble mixed story that kind of comes together at the end, just like heartwarming, charming.
It's very charming. It's a
Yes.
great rom-com. It's a rom-com for the ages.
Yes.
I could actually watch it any time of year, and I have watched it any time
Don't
of
we
year.
own it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Katie gave it to me. But I try to save it for the holidays now to keep it special for this time of year.
This is good eggnog. We did an eggnog tasting video on her channel. Okay, The Holiday. I really like that one. Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. Macaulay Culkin is so weird.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think anyone would dispute that.
Yes.
Including Macaulay Culkin.
No, he was on Joe Rogan very recently in the last year or two, yeah.
In the last year or two.
And throughout the whole interview, I mean, he was so bizarre and so weird. And throughout the whole interview, Joe Rogan was like, "Well, I'm so surprised. I expected you to be really weird, but you're like a normal guy." He kept on saying that to him throughout the interview, and I'm like, of course, Joe Rogan's a pothead, so I guess that kind of makes sense because he's so weird.
You just offended like a large swath of your audience.
I don't understand that Macaulay Culkin's weird or Joe Rogan's a pothead.
The potheads are weird.
You think potheads watch my channel? It's so awesome.
Yeah. It's so
We talk
awesome.
about it. So cool. Okay, this is fun. So Home Alone, this came out in 1990. I was 11 years old. I didn't like this movie when it came out.
You are so old.
I know. I was born in 79.
So here's the thing I remember when this movie came out, and I was so excited. I wanted to see it so badly because the commercials looked so amazing. And I still remember we were in the car and we were on our way to the video rental store because we did not have a theater near us, nor did we ever go to the theater. We went to the video rental store to get the VHS. And we were on our way and we were so excited, hoping that Home Alone had come out. And my mom said, "Oh, Aunt Mickey saw that." And she said all the good parts were in the commercials and it's not very good. And I was so disappointed.
So did you guys rent it anyways?
We rented it and we really liked it, especially my brother, Kevin, was obsessed. He was 8 and his name was Kevin, my brother, when this movie came out.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, he was obsessed. No, when it came out, he was 6, but by the time we saw it, he was not close to 8. It used to take a while for movies to go to VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have seen this movie countless times. I actually like it better as an adult than I did as a kid.
I don't.
Well, it's because it's got the amazing score. Okay, can we all agree? Remove the magical, freaking fantastic score from this film, and it is a forgotten dud.
That's true. The film score kind of makes this one.
It makes it.
Who did it?
No one would ever even know about this movie today.
Do you know who did the film score?
It's Elfman.
Danny Elfman did this?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I am looking at the IMDb right now, and we are going to find out.
Well, I'm like a little appalled right now. Am I crazy?
I think you are. I feel like it was that other guy.
Oh, John something?
John. Here, I just told him I was studying to be a film composer. I can't remember. John Williams.
I thought it was Elfman.
Where's the full...
I feel like you should be embarrassed right now if you don't know who did the score. You should know who did.
I'm Googling it. It was John Williams.
Okay.
I get it because Danny Elfman uses all the bells and those kind of sounds. Like it
has that Elfman quirk.
Instrumentation, but it's got the John Williams melody.
Okay.
I think.
As soon as you said John, like I could see it in the credits on the screen.
Okay.
As soon as you said that.
But I agree with you. I like this movie. It's a lot more charming now than it was. And who's the director? Like John Hughes or something?
Well, yeah, John Hughes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and
his movies are always like they're so like. Not quite vapid. Like, they'd be vapid if someone else did them. But when John Hughes does it, they're like charming instead of vapid.
It's charmingly vapid.
Just like we're delightfully pretentious.
Seriously, Aaron, if they removed the music from that movie and they told you sit down and watch this, I mean, it would be torture.
That's true in a lot of films, though.
But especially that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, another great musical, 1964. 54. I wasn't even alive. White Christmas. White Christmas.
Yes.
I'm dreaming. Now, everyone loves this movie. It's Danny Kaye and who's the other guy?
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye.
And George Clooney's aunt.
Is this the one where her neck was hidden because she was anorexic?
Yes.
Yes, that's kind of sad. But it's a charming story.
Not George Clooney's aunt. The other girl who's no.
Rosemary Clooney.
Rosemary Clooney, but the other girl was the one with the neck.
Okay. They both had necks, just to clarify. So they are army people. And their sergeant, like after the war, it opens up a bed and breakfast in Vermont, but it's not snowing, so he's not doing so well. Yeah. And they're performers, and so they go up to perform at the bed and breakfast to try to bring in customers for him.
It must be beautiful in Vermont this time of year. All that snow.
Yes. Apparently it's supposed to be snowing in Vermont and it's supposed to be great for skiing. I'm from Colorado, so I'm kind of skeptical that anything's as nice as Colorado for snow and for skiing. But it kind of makes you want to go to Vermont, doesn't it? Every time I see that, I want to go visit Vermont.
Let's go. How far is it?
I don't know. But this is one of those classic Hollywood musicals that they did in like the 50s and 60s. Dancing music, you can't go wrong with it.
It's
charming.
Very charming.
Wholesome. It's very wholesome. Wait, is this one where they dress up as girls, though? This is like the first cross-dressing in a major film?
Well, they sort of do. I mean, they put on a headband and they carry a feather.
And they sing a song called Sisters.
They lip sync.
Okay, White Christmas. That's got to be up there because it's so charming. Elf. You love this Elf. Like, I never saw it when we first met, and you told me, like, I had to see it.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't. No. You made me watch it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it was good, right?
It was, yes.
I saw this in the theater in St. Louis. I was on a trip with my uncle and my cousins, and we saw it in a sold-out, jam-packed theater, which I think is super fun to see a feel-good comedy in a jam-packed theater because everybody's laughing together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a fun memory, and that made me love it forever.
It's got so many quotables.
Mm-hmm.
Like, didn't this movie pretty much coin the word ginormous? I don't think that word existed before this movie.
I hadn't heard it before this movie, and now I feel like everybody says it.
Yes, and you said it to me. In fact, that I'm like, ginormous. I've never heard that word. I thought it was cute.
You thought I was so charming, and then you found out I was just a poser.
Yeah, just... That's what happened. True story. We'll do a video on it. And what best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud
for all to hear. But if you yell, what's your favorite color?
I'm singing.
So we were playing this with our 4-year-old the other day, and the scene where Buddy drinks the black coffee and Oliver says he didn't like it. Coffee is for men, and he's a gnome, right? He's a gnome, right? It's confusing for small children.
Yes, which actually, Christmas elves are actually gnomes. It's like a big confusing thing. Elves are supposed to be these tall things from lore who shoot bow and arrows and who are like wonderful fighters, and they're kind of angelic. That's what our elves are supposed to be. Christmas elves are actually gnomes that are mislabeled as elves.
That sounds like a campaign to me.
Yeah. Blow your mind, right? Okay, Elf is definitely up there. We always watch Elf every single year.
Yes.
Okay, another charming one, very wholesome for the family. And her favorite actress is in it. What's her name? Mary Steenburgen.
Oh my gosh. Mary Steenburgen.
Every movie that
Not
she
my
likes
favorite actress.
has Mary Steenburgen in it.
Not true.
Okay, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989. Chevy Chase, when he was still young, still acting, still relevant.
I have a niece who insists you look just like him.
I'm Chevy Chase. Let's cut down a Christmas tree and go on a vacation.
Did you say let's cuss? Did you say that?
I didn't say that.
I thought you said let's cuss.
I am really bad at impersonations.
No.
Okay,
You're
look
just modest.
I don't look
That's your
anything
problem.
like Chevy Chase.
Chevy.
Chevy.
It's not
Is
Chevy.
it a Chevy truck or a Chevy truck?
Chevy.
Then if the truck is Chevy, then he's got to be Chevy.
No. Chevy.
This must be one of those like Missouri, Colorado things where they say things wrong in Missouri and we say things right in Colorado.
That's one of those.
National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, so zany.
It's so zany.
And
So funny.
It's a lot of slapstick. I've noticed that as I get older, my sense of humor becomes less refined and more about people getting hit in the face with pies.
So it goes full circle.
It does. I'm already getting there.
Headed toward diapers.
Me and Oliver are going to converge pretty here soon here. Oliver's 4.
Yeah, you might converge, but it ain't gonna be pretty.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to be one of my favorite. I mean, I like watching it, but
Yeah. I like watching it. Like, I feel like I have to watch it every year. I enjoy it.
Eric, this is my cat biting. I don't know if he's in the frame, but I am petting a cat here. I'm not playing with my feet. He likes to curl up by the fire with us. Last holiday. This is one that I think is underrated, that more people should know about, that not many people do. Another new one that came out in 2006, starring Queen Latifah. Does she have a real name, or is her name officially Queen?
Excuse me, her name is Queen.
Okay. Queen Latifah. I think we like this one because she's a foodie who thinks she's going to die. Like, she's not like a professional chef, but she thinks she's going to die. And so she takes all the money that she saved and goes and cooks and goes on a holiday. And everyone thinks she's rich because she's spending all this money, right? Because she thinks she's going to die. So she's spending her life savings in like 1 month. Not like deep in the drama. It's just a romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she's dying. It's not as deep and dramatic as the other films we've discussed.
I have down that eggnog. Yeah. Who did she fall in love with? Ice Cube? Vanilla Ice? No.
I don't think
LL Cool J.
Oh.
She falls in love with LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah, and Timothy Hutton is the bad guy.
All the rappers in the 90s had to do something with ice or coolness. So what do you have to say about Last Holiday? Very beautifully shot. Great performance delivered by Queen.
It's very sweet.
Yes, it's just a sweet, kind of cute one. We don't actually watch that every year, but we should.
I think we've only seen it like once or maybe twice.
A couple times.
But I want to watch it again this year.
We're going to watch it.
I brought this one up.
Yes. Watch it. Oh, A Charlie Brown Christmas. This is another one where if it didn't have the soundtrack, it wouldn't be that good.
Yeah.
But this is one of my favorite jazz pianists of all time, Vince Guaraldi. It's not just the Charlie Brown music I like. I like his straight ahead jazz recordings, and I'm not a big fan of that era of jazz, but I love Vince Guaraldi. So tasty. The Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack is played in shopping malls like constantly as soon as Thanksgiving hits. What do you have to say?
Halloween. This is a little bit of a sleeper for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute when I was a kid, but now I'm like, meh.
But now we have our kids of our own.
Yeah.
And they like to watch it. And it's one of the few Christmas stories that still talks about Jesus in a very upfront way. Okay, I put, just for kicks, I'll Be Home for Christmas, starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jessica Biel. I've never seen this one, but I am just imagining.
I think I saw it when I was a kid.
You probably had a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I did not. I was actually a little too old.
We're looking at the IMDb screen. It looks like Jonathan Taylor Thomas is about to kiss Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
And you know she's from Boulder? Boulder, Colorado. So I am going to make up a plot. So Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he's part of a circus act. And they shoot him out of a cannon. And he goes so far that he has to travel back for Christmas.
He goes so far, he goes around the world.
But no, like halfway around the world. And his girlfriend, Jessica Biel, who's a clown in the circus, who's still traveling. They're traveling to like St. Louis. And he has to get back before Christmas.
So they can watch Elf together in a sold-out theater.
Yes. I'll Be Home for Christmas. I'm guessing that's got to be one of the worst Christmas movies ever.
I am guessing that.
Well, with an all-star cast like that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's why I would have watched it.
Okay, we're not going to go through like a ranking, but let's at least pick our favorite 3.
Okay, top 3 Christmas movies you cannot get through the season without.
For me, Christmas Story is definitely on it.
Okay, for me, Elf is definitely on it.
Honestly, the 4 Christmases and the Holiday are my 3.
I was gonna say 4 Christmases. Wait,
Yeah.
And the Holiday are your 3. You're gonna say. Oh, you're saying. We're each saying our own 3.
Yeah, mine is A Christmas Story, okay. 4 Christmases, and the Holiday. Those are like.
Mine is Elf, 4 Christmases, and I honestly. Oh, Home Alone.
Yeah, you're more of a fan of Home Alone too. And I like both of them. I like they give me a heartwarming feeling.
And I'm sorry.
But like I watch them more out of tradition, and I like them and I enjoy them. But
a lot of these movies, it's more if they weren't Christmas movies, I'd probably. And 4 Christmases, honestly, it's not like great cinema. It's not like it's the best movie you've ever seen.
No, but it's funny,
and it has a few parts that I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I think.
But we have, it's a couple movie.
It is.
We have a lot of fun watching it together.
Yes.
Like, I would not want to just sit and watch it by myself.
No, I wouldn't want to watch this with my brother.
I wouldn't want to watch it with your brother either.
Okay. And again, they're couple styles like ours.
Yes.
I think. So I like that. I love that.
I love that. One too many.
All right. Do you have anything else to add?
Rum.
I can get you some of my eggnog.
No.
Okay. Well, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, link to my wife's channel. I know this is
Michael Walker.
Yes. Follow her on Instagram. She has beautiful videos about fostering. What the heck?
How long has that been? That's so sad.
I think it's a commercial break. Our fire went away.
Our fire had a commercial break? This is the sort of commercialism that's ruining Christmas.
Why even celebrate? It's just about money and gifts.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, not my usual kind of film, but film? Not my usual kind of video, but I hope you enjoyed it. A break from the more depressing subjects I usually talk about.
I did. What is happening? No. Every time we get
Do you remember why we started doing that?
Yeah, from Blended, right? I think we were doing
Nope,
that.
it was way before.
It was?
It was my senior thesis composition. I was putting my compositions, I recorded them, and I put them to film. And so I found old public domain films, and I found an old Thomas Edison film as one of the first films ever called The Kiss.
That's why you did that?
Yes, and it was like this old film and they were really weird about it because this was when, like, you know, people didn't kiss on camera, and so they went like this. And the guy had, of course, a mustache and one of those old timey hats.
That's why. That's how
Yes.
I always kiss you when you have a mustache.
And then they smiled and acted coy. And they did it several times. Do you think that's how people used to
How
kiss?
can you act coy? If you just, what is it called? Tulip shaking hands? It's like a limp. It's like the limp handshake of the kiss. Why? I don't like it.
I don't know what happened.
It wants us to push back. You have the remote.
Okay, we're done.
Bye.
Bye.